I see. So this time everything went slightly better than usual. Still, I am sorry your work environment is not the best. What? You want to focus only on me now? So sweet. Oh my, such sweet words. It's been a hot minute since the last time I heard them. We've both been so busy recently. What? You think you don't deserve a girlfriend? Oh, so you think you don't deserve me? And why is that? I don't agree. I mean, in the end, I've been by your side for 2 full years by now. If you were a problem for me, do you really think I would have stayed? See, you don't have a point this time. What? You think you're ugly? Why should your appearance suddenly be so important to me right now? I don't agree. Also, are you really saying you consider yourself an ugly person inside? I don't even know why you would ever think so. Wait, so you're saying that you don't like a single thing about yourself? Why are you being so harsh on yourself? This isn't healthy. You shouldn't be saying those mean things towards yourself. You know what? Why don't you listen to me for a second? Don't talk, just listen. I thought you had overcome your problems with your self-esteem by now. Our appearance is not the only element to focus on. Intellect, emotions, social relationships. Those things can be improved. In this way, we can feel more attractive in all senses, which will help improve your self-esteem and become more seductive. But I won't help you increase your self-esteem. We don't need you being seductive with other girls. I kid. Mostly. Why don't you stop for a moment and focus on what you could consider your best qualities? Don't focus solely on the physical. Make a list of the things you can do well. This exercise is essential to highlight your virtues and make what you consider flaws less evident. In this way, you can strengthen your social relationships. Do not judge yourself only for your appearance. Most of the time, the feeling that accompanies seeing oneself ugly is the result of a wrong perception of the self. This means that whenever we feel like we have a problem with ourselves, we prefer to not recognize it as such and shift our attention from a major problem to another insignificant one we can use to let off steam. For example, we could decide to let off steam by blaming our nose shape for being ugly, in order not to look at the internal problems that make us feel bad and affect our internal growth. When this happens, it means there is a strong insecurity connected to the search for one's identity. It's hard to take responsibility, to dig deep, to find the real reason why we are sad. When we are experiencing something that creates anguish, it's easier to find a scapegoat, right? So I can guarantee you that there is not a single type of beauty. Above all, attractiveness can be considered as something connected to every aspect of a person, and not only their appearance. How many people do you know who do not meet the classic beauty standards, but are still fascinating? You can recall a few to accept it, both for your self-esteem and for the other person. They don't deserve to have their positivity rejected out of the blue. Remember that it is not important to be physically stunning, but to be a complete and self-confident person who loves themselves. Beauty has many shapes, and beauty standards vary from a culture to another. Think of me, for example. I am one of the most beautiful tango in Gensokyo, despite being small and having common features, such as black hair and dark eyes. I am nothing out of the ordinary, but I accepted my flaws. I created my own style from my confidence, and I'm able to live every day smiling. So, do you think now you can stop worrying about existential matters and focus on your girl? Great. Now come here and let me kiss you. Please, never forget that I